This is Kay. So I got your book and I like it and I like your approach and all of that. And I work with information in a different way than a lot of people. So what I do is I create GP teams, which are teams of AI personas within the same GPT. So I can create a team of experts that focus on specific things, and I can have them collaborate with me and with each other. And the whole process of working completely shifts and completely changes based on that dynamic. So I have created a GP team that goes along with your book, The Influencer's Formula. And this is only for my own use. This is for my purposes because I have books that are in the works and I need to be able to work through them in different media, in different channels, and so on and so forth. It's a plan. But I need some additional help, and I need to use this as a GP team to do this because I also need specialized help for these specific areas. So I have a bunch of different things I can do from the get-go. I can work on my book, I work on my podcast, and I can find out who on the team can help me and also my progress. And I have loaded in a lot of information from your book into here so I can work with it more effectively. So let's find out about this team that I have. So I have a bunch of personas. And they have names. So there's a visionary who's Alex. Jordan is the audience advocate. I've got Maya, who's a wordsmith. I've got Elena, who's a challenger / coach, and I have a content strategist. I also have an architect that works on the framework of my brand across platforms. And I have Liam, who works on the visual part of it. I have Sarah, and I have Tom, and I've got more. And then, so I have a full complement of these specifically designed experts that go out and find information out there and bring it in and also leverage the information that's in the model. Okay. And then who can help me figure out my audience? And the nice thing about this is that writing can be a very solitary activity. It's not solitary anymore. So it's very different. Okay, Jordan and Alex. And I can have Jordan and Alex, I can actually have them talk to each other. And I can have them present ideas and debate them, going back and forth till you have alignment. Okay? And so this is what it does. And each of these has been specifically designed. I have pulled all kinds of information from ChatGPT about how these personas would behave, how they would interact, what they pay attention to, what their area of expertise is, and so forth. And we can go back and forth on this. And then does it feel aligned with the goals? No. I don't think so. It feels like we're missing something. Okay. So I can go back and forth and I can iterate through this. I can challenge them. I can say, you need to stop saying that, or give me some more ideas. There are a lot of different ways that you can interact with this. So what's the message that you can't wait to share? Okay, and you may notice that some of this is going to pick up the feel of the book itself, because I did take the content, I loaded it in here so that it informs the model and it informs this GPT, this team, about the direction that it should take. Let's back up for a minute. I have a foreword to read, and that may help. Okay, now we'll go over here, and here's my foreword. I'm just going to grab all this. And so you can see, I haven't been talking because I've been watching, because it just is amazing to me how this can happen. So there are a lot of different things that could be done with this. Let's check in on my overall process here. Where am I in the total flow? So here's the overview. Here are all the things that you list, and then we're getting into each of these steps. And it takes it piece by piece. Let's talk about later. I'm thinking I should plan ahead for things that need to be scheduled. So as you can see, you have all of this information literally at your fingertips, and you can interact with it in very dynamic ways, and it remembers. And the other great thing too is that you will have these in your list of things. If you're in ChatGPT, if you're using this, when I'm using this, I have this as, I have a record of all of this. And so I can go back, if I make notes, I can go back and I can see what's been there before, or if it suggested something to me or whatever. I don't have to necessarily copy it into all kinds of places and keep track of it. I can search for it in here and I can find it, and it will stay in there. So I wanted to share this with you because it is super helpful for me. You may want to add it to your program. So let me know if you find this useful. I'm going to include a link to the GPT so you can play with it yourselves. But you may want to consider adding something like this. And I have a head start on this. I'm also a writer. I've been writing since I was 7 years old. I published a bunch of books, and I've also done podcasts. I mean, I've done I've done a lot of the same things that you have done, and I also think a lot about content repurposing, blog posts, social media, speaking, all that stuff. So by all means, play with it, reach out to me, and if you'd like to work together on this, and if you'd like to roll this out to your program participants and kind of take your offering to the next level, that'd be fantastic. You know where to find me. Thanks.